Hello friends, let's do some integrations. Let me do this and show you how to solve others also. Okay, so here what you do is you just see that this is the portion that is a bit difficult to be seen, so this whole thing can be taken as u. So you can just take u is equal to root of 4x plus 3. So remember up dx and then down x. So you have to know the x value also and the x value also. Let's go for summation of this to get x value here first. So what you do is, okay, u square is equal to 4x plus 3. It's the same thing. And then if you talk about x, then you get x is equal to, this goes that side, so u square minus 3 by 4. So that's what I got, x value. Now I got x value, I got u value. Now I have to get dx value. So go for differentiating it. Differentiate with respect to x. So with respect to x, you are differentiating this thing. So when you differentiate this, better to differentiate this because both things are same thing. You can differentiate this, so that will be easier for you. Ha 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 ha. So when I go differentiating this, then what I get is du. I told you have to differentiate with respect to x, so du by du into du by dx. So that's what I think you all know about the chain rule. So when you are not differentiating with the same content here down, then you have to go for differential using the chain rule to make it same. So that's what here we got. And then we have to go for differentiating the other side, differentiating both the sides. I should have mentioned here both sides. Okay, so don't do differentiation at one side. That's obviously everybody knows that even then. So because for weak students like me might be difficulty to understand even this small thing. So let's go with the differentiating other side. So we write this 4x plus 3 by dx. So over here, you know, the value is 2u, we get this confront and then becomes du and this goes off, and then there is du by dx as it is, and then that's that side we get, this is 0, so 0 plus 0, so here you get only 4, so here you are getting the value 4. So now because it is multiplication and 4, you could have striked it like that, but still let's do it, simplify. Du by dx is equal to what we get. So this goes that side in half, so it becomes 4 by 2u. Yeah, and then it's a 2 cut, and then here 2. So what's that? Is that you cut 1? This u left. What? 2u? Yeah, and this got off now. What do I get? I got du is equal to 2 dx by u. What? How could I get that? I need dx. When I need dx, this goes up and this goes down. So let me go rearrange this whole thing. I'm not getting it. So I need dx. Is equal to, I need dx. So this goes down. So this goes up. So it becomes u du by 2. So that's what I get. So that you can be half u du. So because I need dx, so that's what I get. Let's substitute. That's very easy now. It's within seconds we get it. Now I write I is equal to integration of, in place of dx I write half u du. That's what I got. And then by 2 into, I have x value, I have u square minus 3 by 4, and then that's what I got, a half, and then plus 1 as a whole thing. You have an u because you replaced the whole thing with u. You can see the question. So you just replaced all the values over here so that you could get it. Dx you replaced x, you replaced the whole thing. So and then your solution becomes very, very easy. So that's what it became. So now let's bring this half outside, so it becomes half out, and you are left it with du by du by, as a whole you had this, right? So you can just strike this with this so that you just don't need this anymore. Okay, so you just don't need anymore this thing. So du by, now here also you can strike this 2, so you get u square minus 3 by 2 plus 1. So this is, be very careful with the brackets because it's outside. This is what I make always mistake. So now what you get, you cannot cancel like that because it's already plus over here. So if you write plus half to it and then cancel, that would be okay. But if you don't, then you cannot cancel it. Be very careful here. So I did many times mistakes, even after practice of many times. So yeah, I'm here to teach you what mistake we can do over here. So don't do that mistake that I do always. So u square minus 3 and then plus 1. Don't write plus 1 because you are dividing this and you are adding this. So it becomes, here is as a whole 2, then this goes here into 2, so into 2. So obviously it will be plus 2. So this is what the mistake I always do. Okay, and then what you get is here, now you get is, you can now you can cancel this too. It doesn't matter now anyways. So now what we get is, after becoming this, you can cancel du by Now we get u square minus 1. So that's what the result was. This is the final result. But this would be the final result, but it's not in the u format, right? So you have to convert that into the what you have substituted. You have to substitute your real value over here, and that might again lead to still we haven't done integration. So that might be the problem. So this we bought it in format. What format we call? We called this as formula format. So you should know some formulas regarding the integration. Let me teach some of the formulas to you so that you can do other problems very easily. So one of the formula that I remember very frequently is the x square plus a square. So that is 1 by x square plus a square. This I remember always. Why? It's the normal form, right? So in this case, 1 by, I remember it's 1 by this out of them, one of them. So it might be 1 by a. Yes, 1 by a, and then tan inverse. Then x by a plus c. So this is what the one formula I remember. Now then let me remember the next to this. So I just go with saying I change the sign. So I just change the sign to minus a square. So I remember the standard one. Now I go for this 1 by 2a. So your log, then you go for the thing that is here will be written as x minus a by x plus a plus c. So this is the standard formula after this. So just I changed one sign and then I made this formula to be this. Okay, so if you remember this much, then I think our problem will be solved. So our question is similar. So u square minus 1. 1 seems to be a square, because even if you write 1 or a square is the same thing. So that's what you have to know. And then now you can write this whole thing in the form of this format. So this format you can write, sorry, you should have written in dx and as well as this. Without dx and this, I think your formulas are all incomplete. So always you will have a integration sign and a dx sign, and here a constant unless you do the integration. Okay, so if you have this formula, then our final result answer would be, what did it do? It would be, okay, let's see what it is. Then the formula says 1 by 2a. 2a means 1, so it's 2, and then log. Then after that you have x minus a. X means here it's u, so obviously u value, you know what must be the value, that what you started with, that is 4x plus 3, and then it's minus 1 because a means 1, so that's what it is. And then by, so it's the same formula we are using it, and then here it's root 4x plus 3, then plus 1, and then the whole thing will be plus by c. So this is what our final answer it is. Okay, we got this final answer. How did we get it? By using the formula. But